Come to a seated position. Take a moment here and pause. Simply breathe and feel. By feel, think of scanning your body. Observe any sensation, any tension, any emotion that your body is holding on to. Scan your jaw, your shoulders, your back, your hips, your core, arms and legs. Simply observe any sensation or emotion within your body. Observe it without judgment. Just be aware of its presence. I invite you to practice from a place of feeling throughout our practice. Notice if these sensations change, or they're ready to release, or they're simply there. Without any judgment, simply observe their presence. If it feels right, you can offer to let them go, but only if that feels right. There's a quote by Mohandas Gandhi. As human beings, our greatness lies not so much in being able to remake the world, as in being able to remake ourselves. Simply breathe and feel. Uncross your legs, and with your feet on the floor, come onto your back. Arms can rest on the mat by your sides, or maybe in a T position away from your body. Lift both knees, both feet up off the mat, so the shins are parallel to the mat, knees are directly above your hips. If it feels better in your spine, you can press your low back into the mat. Take a breath here. Straighten your right leg, flexing that foot, but keep that right leg lifted off the mat just an inch or two. And now bring the right knee beside the left and straighten the left leg, hovering just above the mat, foot flexed. Left knee back beside the right and straighten the right. And bend the right knee and straighten the left leg. And back. And right. And left. And right. And left. One more time to the right. Just pause here. And then back. And straighten the left leg just above the mat. And pause. And back to center. And gently hug your knees to your chest. Maybe rocking side to side or just staying still. And then back to center, arms back on the mat. Legs back in an L-shaped position. Keep your left shoulder pressed into the mat and slowly bring the knees to the right, but keep them above the mat. Back to center. And then knees over to the left, pressing your right shoulder into the mat. And back to center. And knees to the other side. And back to center. And left. Just slowly moving the knees side to side with control. Without the knees touching the mat. One more side to the right. Pause here. Back to center. And then knees to the left and pause. Back to center. And then gently hug your knees to your chest, maybe rocking side to side. And then place your hands behind your thighs, just near your knees. Rock along your spine a couple of times here. And then come right to a seated position. Swing your feet behind you, coming into all fours. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees up and walk your feet forward to your hands. As you exhale, fold. In this forward fold, pause and feel. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Release your hands. Feet hip distance apart. Step your right foot back behind you. Big step back. Hands on hips, bend the left knee. Bring the right hip forward. Keep that left foot flat on the mat. Same weight between your big toe and baby toe. Inhale, arms up. Strong core. As you exhale, push the air out using your muscles in your belly, your core. As you exhale, lower your arms like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, really use your core to lower your arms and release the air. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Up. Exhale. Keep going. Let your arms follow your breath as maybe you deepen the lunge. A couple more times. On your next inhale, lift your arms up and pause. Scan your body. What's happening? Exhaling, bring your palms together at your heart center. Place all your weight into your left foot and just let your right toes of your right foot rest gently behind you. Focus your gaze on the wall in front of you. Play with lifting that right foot up and flexing that foot. Maybe today you just tap the right toes as you need to for balance, or maybe you are able to balance on your left foot. If you wish to go deeper, on your next exhale, fold forward, letting that right leg come up behind you. Lifted leg is engaged. Option to straighten your arms in Virabhadrasana 3. If you come out of the pose, just try again. Slowly come on back up. Lower your foot and arms. And now feet hip distance apart. Step your left foot back behind you. Hands on hips, bend the right knee, bringing the left hip forward. Inhale, arms up. Strong core. Bring that rib cage in. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, make fists with your hands. And exhale, lower your arms, pushing the air out with your core. Inhale, strong arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Keep going. Letting your arms follow your breath. Really use your core to push the air out. Couple more times. On your next inhale, arms up and pause here. Still engaging a strong core, strong legs, but feel. Bring awareness to how your body feels. Exhale, palms together at your heart center. Focus your gaze in front. Place all the weight into your right foot and just let the toes of the left foot rest gently behind you. Right knee is slightly soft. Lift the toes of the left foot and flex that foot. Left foot is lifted off the mat unless you need to tap it as needed. Strong left leg. When you're ready, begin to fold forward at the right hip, letting the left leg come up behind you. Option to extend the arms forward. Slowly make your way back up, lower the foot, and lower the arms. Take a nice deep inhale, lifting your arms up. Bend your knees slightly, just bend at the hip flexors as you exhale. Nice straight spine to fold. Inhaling, come halfway up. Breathe. Exhale, fold forward. Place both hands on the mat. Spread your fingers wide and step back to plank pose. Knees can be on or off the mat as you feels right for you, feeling what your body needs today. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, engage your core to lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Knees can be bent or maybe straight, but make sure your spine is straight. Inhale here. Exhale, forward to plank pose. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Exhale to plank and pause. Exhale, hips back. Up and back again. Think of lifting your hips up as high as you can and back almost over your feet. Stretching your arms away from you. Exhale, forward to plank pose, Palakasana. Elbows are soft. Just feel. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Pause here. One more time, forward to plank, just isolating the core to move from pose to pose. Lift hips up and back to downward facing dog. And now lower both knees to the mat, coming into tabletop. Walk your knees together. Straighten your right leg out behind you, toes pointing towards the mat, lowering that right hip so it's level with your left. Strong core. Reach your left arm forward. Breathe. As you exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch as you round your back. Inhaling, straighten that arm and leg. Exhale, bring them together and straighten. Now lower your hand and knee to the mat and straighten the left leg out behind you. Lower that left hip so it's level with your right. Lifted leg is engaged, toes pointing towards the mat. Extend the right arm forward. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bring them together. And straighten. Pause. Feel. Lower your hand and knee to the mat. Come to a seated position. Take a breath or two to scan your body. Observe how it feels now after the practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.